How about my dearest YouTube friends? Today we are in a new news video in which I have gotten more or less the feedback from the entire community in a series of news about the PC. Because let's remember that yesterday was the special broadcast of Kavan explaining a little how it's going to work, this PCC1, little bit of gameplay and so on. But as you are seeing again, we have Twitch drops, and again they are fallen friends again, unfortunately, on the part of Kavan, which were actually quite good Twitch drops. I think they were Christian Reunion, Resurrection Recharges, Level 5 Life Orbs. So they were pretty good Twitch drops. But in this case, again, our friend Kavan has the ruling that it cannot be claimed. So friends, again, another discussion had to be opened in the forum, but we have a response from Kavan Pinwell in which he tells us
that this is the first time the same problem has occurred twice in a row. In other words, we have had 3 broadcasts with a problem that they do not give us street drops. The first one has already been fixed, and this is the second one, live stream, the second live, that have that same error. They're working on a solution and hope it's ready, but due to yesterday's additional broadcast, we may not have had enough time. We are still checking if it can be implemented, only that it was delayed. But if we don't have an alternative plan for everyone to receive some rewards, stay tuned. So surely if they can't fix it from Twitch drops, they will basically give us an extra code to be able to get everything they had promised us to watch that broadcast. If you want to find out about the code, I recommend that you read the description of this video. Well, it's actually in all the videos to access. See the official group chat that we have on the channel, and there we will be passing that future code, because it will surely be in the form of code, because I think we no longer have it. Look, here is just everything we could be claiming, which in fact I claimed, and I have not reached 3 crystal meetings, 3 level 53 level 2 resurrectors, and 5 refills, and yet, well, nothing has reached us. You see, everybody's complaining. Okay, and here I was also asking about milestone recompresses, but this is totally already
different is okay, and I don't think we have any more response from Kaban from the Twitch drops. I don't know if you look, the team is looking into it because this keeps happening. If we don't find an association soon, I will send you a code later. So maybe today we have a new code. The healing improvements and releases does not guarantee that it will work forever. It's a shame, but we will solve it. Well, nothing. So they're gonna be sorting it out and all that. We'll see, because the topic of Twitch drops is already quite hot. Many people already think that they should be removing them and adding another way to get it directly with codes. But of course, then you don't incentivize people to watch that rebroadcast, because basically these are prices for watching the broadcast. So every X time you unlock the milestone. The truth is that I like other Twitch, but I hope they work once and for all. So let's move on to the next news, friends, because let's remember that the new Alliance Wars preseason has already begun with the new map. Directly, we have 10 characters to fight and one for each contender in the group, so to speak. And the truth is that many people are liking it. For me, in this case, I like it. You just have to make a fight and you go straight away. So, of course, for example, this is one thing that I have discovered along with my Mini Zurich account, because Mini Zurich is also in another account in the, so to speak, lower positions of Alliance Wars. You can jump from island to island, but directly in the highest positions of Wars and Alliances. With my main account directly, you can only have a fight and go directly outside the mission. The truth is that I really like it, because it already takes a lot of work away from the officers from organizing the map. Me, for example,
my alliance, we have had problems that in the official, because maybe it had life, because let's remember that there was life behind the games. I couldn't be doing the warm up and the assignments because they were chaos, and in fact that's why we have lost many wars this season. So we have been lucky that they have not simplified it anymore, because let's remember that Alliance Wars is one of the most sacrificed game modes, where you spend the most, where there is more competitiveness. Removing battlegrounds, okay, battlegrounds is already the dumbest mode we have in the competitiveness in the games. But Alliance Wars has always been a game mode that I have not liked, because there has always been a lot of toxicity, that if you died, that you are one armed, that if I don't know what, that if you would already have to be out for having given an extra withdrawal, then they have already fixed this and you simply have a fighter to face along with two characters that you carry directly for how they have done the bonuses. Okay, because let's remember that for each defender there were three bonuses. Well, now for defender we have 10 bonus, then the one you die is worth -1. It would be 9, 8, 7, and so on until you finish it. The truth is that they have simplified it a lot, and I already tell you that I loved this new map of Wars and Alliances. I suppose that maybe for competitive people they didn't like it so much, but I, who manage Platinum 2, Platinum 3, the truth is that I am very, very happy. Okay, so at the moment, there has been nothing else on the part of Kavan, I believe, in this forum, but I want to know what you think and why. Did this news bring you today that you liked the new war map? It has simplified your life a lot, whether you liked it or not, or you directly prefer the other method of gaming in which there were, I don't know how many fights along each path along with a boss. Leave me the comments, because the truth is that I am interested in your idea, okay? And now I am, friends. Let's start with all the news and new developments there are about MC or ESPC, because we already have a comment thread in which Kavan has been commenting, and also a series of doubts that we will see later. They are worth what they are. For example, for my part, just like the one who created this Actec forum, that basically I have also found a series of failures. Literally every glitch I had in Android, because I play games on iOS and also games on Android. I have both devices. It is worth the same errors that I have found on Android. I find them on the PC, for example. The flaw that has been calling the most lately is that pink aura that Phoenix has 7 stars or 6 stars when it activates its abilities. I don't have that same error on iOS. I do on Android and now on PC too. Therefore, what makes me fall as a computer scientist, because let's remember that I am a computer scientist, is that they have literally made a port from Android to PC. Okay, that's what they have done. It basically has the same glitches, the same problems. The only thing is that they have enriched it with graphics and so on. The truth is that I like it, and in fact tomorrow you will surely see a video with the PC making some pretty ascents. But I already tell you that as a gameplay I like it more directly on the mobile phone. But for content creator themes, I like the PC much more. For you, more ascents, openings and so on, much better with the PC. But I'm telling you, for gameplay, in the end, we have been playing with the mobile phone for 10 years. The PC is a pretty good addition, so that above all, what Kaban does is expand to many more people, and that more and more new players come to the battle. Okay, so let's see if we have, for example, Kabang publications in this case, so as to promote the comment thread. This basically becomes the official thread about MCO's IPC. Then as log into my account with Google Play Games, the login function is not there. Help me. Well, basically what they tell us, as I told you yesterday in the video on how to install and download, you basically have to link your account to your Kaban account on your mobile device, and then you have to log into the PC with the Kaban account that you have synced with Google Play Games. The same goes for the App Store. Okay, so if you can't do this, you are going to have to open a ticket to Kaban support so that they can help you synchronize what happens that they are going to ask you. Data that, the truth is difficult to obtain. Okay, do we have anything else on Kaban? Look, if you go to your phone account settings, you can also connect your account to your Kaban account in addition to your Google Play account. This is basically helping many people log into Google Play with Kabang to play on PC. Okay, what else do we have? Look, for example, as I also said yesterday, it seemed to me quite a bit. The Sadals who have posted the graphics they have posted seem too oversaturated to me. You are already seeing the amount of color that we are seeing on the screen. In this case, a well one has raised it. I think we should touch a little bit of that lighting, or lower it to something, or have them touch it directly, because right now it really looks beautiful. The graphics look beautiful, the textures look beautiful, but it is true that everything looks super saturated. Another problem that we have, friends, that many people already have. I said both yesterday in the live broadcast that I made Confetu and through the WhatsApp group. A lot of people are having problems with the easy anti-chip. What is easy anti-chip? Are there going to be hackers? Are there going to be models? There will be massive bans for mercenaries.
Literally no mass bans by mercenaries. Not worth it. What is the ISI and the shit, the is and D shit? As a computer scientist, I can tell you, it is a program that what it does is literally checks the game files to prevent a hacker or a person from modifying the game values. Therefore, imagine that maybe there is a value that sets unit rules, and instead of setting
200, which are the ones you have, then modify it and give you 1,000 ruins. So that's what works. The easy anti-cheat does not work either to be able to look at your IP or where you are connecting from, or if your account is from the United States. If you are in Mexico or you are in Spain, that is, come friends, at the moment the mercenaries are still alive, come, then there is no problem. Okay, easy anti-cheat doesn't guarantee you what a sorry guarantee that there are no models or hackers in the PC games themselves. But what's okay is if you hire mercenaries again. I already told you that from the beginning. Okay, so continue to trust my services. There will not be any type of problem. Apart from that, let's remember that I am a computer scientist. I have many paid VPNs, even some that cannot be used by the general public thanks to my company. So friends, I recommend that if you want to hire me right now, I am the safest. Do you have my WhatsApp in the description? Okay, what else do we have, friends? Well, this is the same. We have Kaban's response from El Topic del Easy Anti-Cheat. It should install along with the game installation, but I've seen a couple of people mention that it didn't. It is not an official solution since we will have to investigate it. But could it be said that your antivirus is too aggressive? I don't think so, because Easy Anti-Cheat is ultimately a program. So I shouldn't fail this. Basically, what I recommend if you get this error is to literally delete all the game files, uninstall the game, and reinstall it to see if it works this way for you. If it doesn't work for you, I recommend that you do the same thing I just told you again, but install it in a different direction from that of another hard drive. If it is not in C games, in D games, in another folder that you think is on the desktop, try different location sites where to install those. Is that program valid? Because we can fix it. So the easy anti-cheat is happening to many people. I already saw it yesterday in my direct and also when I was with Fetu, okay? What else do we have from Kaban? Well, look, we have login failures. There is also a pretty big doubt about what happens if you log in, you are playing on PCE, you log in with your mobile phone, there is a ban or something like that. No, friends, don't worry. The same thing will happen to you if, for example, you have two mobile phones and you are starting, for example, I am playing here on I or S and it goes on Android, the typical message will simply appear that you don't have a connection, that you have been disconnected because you are connected on another device. Just that. Don't worry, there are no bans. There is nothing like that, okay? Since we have more problems than they can, there is a recognized error. They can't enter what we have more from Kabank. I think we don't have much more. Let's see, we don't have any more answers. See, also, for example, there are problems with the launch error, okay? Kaban's own launch has an error with the easy anti-cheat is not installed, so it is a problem because the anti-cheat is a program that ultimately requires that, well, avoid hackers, avoid models, and then if it is not installed, it will never let you play the games. Okay, what else do we have? Well, nothing more from Kaban, but now there is the important one. The questions that many people are being asked, it's okay because Pata de Superiores is on PC, but it is not on Steam. It's okay because it can basically be installed from your website that I already made the tutorial for you yesterday, because basically we have a response from Kaban. I think we have it a little further down. Was it intentional? I wanted to give the savvy ones time to download the launcher before I change the screen. Follow the broadcast later for more information. Another thing is to use the same anti-cheat system in the Steam version and in the non-Steam version, because our friend Toyota said, I'm not an expert on how this works, but allowing games to be downloaded without Steam doesn't make it the easiest game to modify ever. Well, no, because the same easy anti-chair, the same anti-modders and anti-hackers program are installed. Okay, so in this case, Kaban himself first wanted to motivate you to download the game directly from his official website than from Steam, because friends,
let's remember that if you buy something in the game and you are doing it from its launcher, everything you buy will be kept by Kaban. However, if you download it through Steam and if on Steam you make a purchase,
Imagine an Ark of Odin that costs $100 because maybe 80 stays Kaban, 20 stays Steam. So for this very reason, I think it is the position from which they have delayed the launch of Steam so that you motivate players to download their own launcher and that all the income is kept by Kabank. The same goes for the official Kabank store. That's so that Kabank keeps all the profits and doesn't have to pay taxes or fees, so to speak. The transactions, that percentage that fits best, Apple or Android is fine, have done literally the same. At the moment, we don't know when it will be released. I started looking at the Steam version. It will be available soon, but not today. The direct download is now available. You see, you are directly motivating the purchase, the download, or rather the web store itself. And this is the very question we have had: why is it not on Steam? And finally, friends, today's latest news: why isn't it on Mac? Because Mac will also arrive. Because many people, for example, Anita Banana was with me. She was telling me yesterday that he doesn't have it. She doesn't have one PC with Windows, and she basically has a Mac. Okay, she has a Mac. Will I be able to play Marvel Battle Superheroes in her? What are the requirements for both versions? Well, we have a response from Kaban, and currently Kavandor has told us that there is no official support for Mac at this time to partition a Mac. With 86 architecture, it can work, but there are no guarantees of them. So in this case, on the Mac side, we do not have a Road Mac series, so to speak, in which the Mario or 3 Superheroes game is available for Mac. So the same applies to Stein Deck, because Stein Deck also works with architecture for 86 in games. And apart from that, I also tell you, I don't know who the crazy person who wants to play on a Stein Deck having a mobile phone is going to work much better. And basically, it's almost the same. Yes, the Team Deck is a little more of a small screen than a mobile phone, but I also tell you that it is better to play it on mobile and little else, to be honest. These are simply the news that I wanted to show you today. I hope you friends there like the video. Surgi, if you are not there, and see you in other videos. Bye bye.